many people have been recently asking me to do more letting go videos. Okay, so today I wanted to take the opportunity to make a video on how to let go of resentment and anger. But I want you to know that letting go of resentment and anger is the same process, the same exact process as letting go of any other emotion that arises. Okay, and you'll see how simple it really is. So make sure to watch the whole video to really understand the whole process. Okay? And I focus a lot on letting go with my coaching clients because here's the thing. As long as you are trying to manifest a new reality, something positive, while at the same time carrying so much resentment, so many past suppressed emotions, so many limiting beliefs and ideas about yourself, right? It's almost like you're trying to press your foot on the gas pedal, trying to go forward, but at the same time, you're carrying so much that it's like you're pressing the brake at the same time, and you're just not getting anywhere. And this is often why we find ourselves in that feeling of like stuck. I'm stuck. And there's no way to get it. Like your mind cannot just conceive a way to get out of it because it is quite literally stuck in these emotions, in these beliefs, in these thoughts, right? So we really want to start letting go of all of this. And it's simply done by the little practice that we are going to cover today, okay? Now, I want you to know that letting go is the same thing. The meaning of letting go is the same as letting it be. And that is the same thing as acceptance. And that is the same thing as surrender. And that is the same thing as going with the flow. So you see all of these different terms to really describe one thing. Let's cover the practice now. So maybe you feel resentment right now. Maybe it is when someone says something to you, or when you think of someone from your past, or someone even from your current situation that you're going through. And a lot of this emotion comes up, okay? So resentment is going to be our example today. Anger is going to be our example today. All these feelings of anger, resentment, they come up to the surface. And now these are literally influencing your thoughts, right? If you're feeling really angry, you're going to be having angry thoughts about the object of what made you feel this way, right? And those thoughts, so the emotion perpetuates the thoughts, right? So it perpetuates the angry thoughts, and the angry thoughts seek to perpetuate the angry emotion. So they both feed off of each other. Both are actually just one, their mind. However, there are thoughts and emotions, and they feed into each other, but they're mind. All it is mind. And so this is the main problem. When people try to deal with an emotion, they're just like, okay, I'm just going to fully distract myself from it entirely. Or they suppress it. They pretend that, oh, I'm not feeling this way. And they try to like force or pretend that, oh, I am not feeling this way, or I want to feel another way, while still being focused entirely on the story of what's happening. This person did this to me. This happened to me. If this happened, then this means that I'm not worthy. I'm not this. I'm not that. So you are constantly just caught up in whatever your thoughts are imposing. And the nature of your thoughts at this time is going to be the anger. Okay, so this is the cycle that we need to end. So right now I'm going to ask you, right, if right now you don't feel any anger or resentment, whatever you feel right now, or you could even quickly think about the person or the situation that as soon as you think about it, all this emotion comes up. And the simple little way that I want you to start to assimilate into your experience is to allow the emotion to be there. And instead of running away from the emotion, or instead of thinking about why you're experiencing this emotion, simply give your full attention to the emotion itself. And just allow yourself to experience the emotion or the sensation or the feeling for what it is, without labeling it right? Even before you label it resentment, it is simply just a feeling. The feeling itself is impersonal. It doesn't mean anything. It just is arising and it is experience. Obviously, then you label it resentment or anger, and then now what you are conditioned to believe about anger, now you're projecting all of that onto it. Right? The moment you label it resentment or sadness or anger, automatically your conditioning kicks in, your mind kicks in overdrive. And it's like, oh, Sonny, you're not supposed to be feeling resentment. You know from your conditioning and from your worldview that resentment is a negative emotion. So do everything right now to either fight against it, run away from it, or avoid it. So automatically so much is already happening underneath the surface. While so much is happening and you don't even know because you're so caught up in the thoughts of what is happening. And then you further perpetuate this because you're just thinking of the object, the person, the situation that made you feel this way. That made you feel this way. Okay, so when the emotion arises, put your mind to the side just for now. You could pick it up later. Just for this moment, can you just experience this emotion as it is, without even passing any sort of interpretation or label or judgment onto it? Without even calling it something, just before all of that, right? The emotion just is. Can you for a second, for a moment, just for the now, just allow yourself to experience the sensations that are arising? Disconnect from the story of it, right? Whoever is causing it to you, whoever is making you feel this way. If you stay stuck in that, you will no doubt just stay stuck in that loop, and this will never work for you. And you will actually create your own misery. What has happened has happened. If you want to further create suffering, then go ahead, stay stuck in that loop, stay stuck in the story, stay stuck in the meaning of what it means and all that stuff. However, if you want to effectively dissolve this emotion and create a more positive future and not allow this emotion to be clinged onto you subconsciously, then practice this. Let go of the story. As soon as thoughts arise about this story, about why you're feeling this way, or the person, or that the one that's making you feel this way, simply divert your attention from those thoughts just back onto the neutral experience of this current sensation that is arising on the screen of your consciousness. Just like when you go to the movies and you let what is appearing on the screen appear, no matter if it's a beautiful birthday party that you're watching or a violent war scene. You allow what is on the screen to be what is on the screen just for the now. And it also passes. The war also passes to bring on the happy scene. Just in this way, can you just for now stop judging or fighting against and clawing at the screen of and the images that are appearing on the screen? Can you just for now just tune in fully to the experience of anger, to the experience of resentment, and let go of those labels and just feel how it feels right here and right now. See the different little sensations in your body. Perhaps it's your breath that's kind of gotten a little faster, your heartbeat, maybe you're sweating, maybe you're feeling some tightness in your stomach or chest or some tingling. And just allow yourself to tune into whatever's happening and not try to run away from it, even if it's discomfort, right? Don't even label it discomfort. Just experience even the discomfort as it is. And what you'll see is that I'm not just telling you to do this for no reason. When you start to allow yourself to be with what is and allow it to be, whatever is arising, allow it to arise and just be. And just fully acknowledge it, fully experience it, and not even have any agenda for it, that I'm trying to let this go. Or Sunny said to do this technique, so it better be gone in 5 minutes of doing this. No, just letting it be for however long it is being, having no judgment towards it, having no agenda towards it, and just allowing yourself to feel the feeling itself, experience the experience of that emotion itself. You'll naturally experience that the energy of that emotion starts to dissolve. And the emotion passes. And you are just feeling a little lighter. And you still remain. And your entire energy will shift. The emotion is almost like it's just going to pass through you. And now the nature of your thoughts will also shift. The thousands of angry thoughts that were occurring before, now the nature of those thoughts is instantly going to shift. Because you're like that radio frequency. You have changed their frequency to a different station. Before it was that anger that was creating angry thoughts. And now you're simply just allowing the feeling to be there. It passes, or even if it stays, you're allowing it to stay there. You don't get to choose when it leaves. So don't try to do this with like, oh, I'm going to do this for 5 minutes and Sunny said it's going to be gone. Simply, if you're truly practicing this, if you're truly implementing it without judgment, without interpretation, you're going to not have any time limits for it, time constraints for it. And you're going to actually do it for however long it stays. But if you truly follow this through, you will see that the emotion passes and you remain. And in this way, right, in this proper way of dealing with emotions, you no longer suppress all this energy inside of you for it to just come back stronger later. You no longer distract yourself from it, but yet subconsciously cling on to it due to your resistance towards it, which creates that negative charge, which keeps you clinging this onto your energy, which affects your vibration from moment to moment to moment, and creates multiple layers of mind stuff and beliefs and ideas about yourself and your world, which further hinders your manifestations and what you want to create and your goals. So however you're feeling, make it a habit of allowing yourself to fully feel whatever is coming up. And if you do this and you start to carry this practice out, you will see how magical your experience becomes, how reactive you are letting go of being. I should have worded that differently. How less reactive you become. Now, I do have many other videos on letting go, and if that interests you, and if you want to go deeper into this practice, you can watch my letting go playlist in the description box below. But this practice is beautiful. As I said, letting go is the same as letting it be, right? When you're carrying this practice out, what are you doing? What you're trying to let go of, you're actually just letting it be what it is, as it is, and not judging or labeling. This practice allows you to, or requires you to set your mind aside and just experience through neutral observation. So don't worry, it's not going to perpetuate it. In fact, it actually dissolves it and allows it to pass. It is the same thing as acceptance. Because you don't accept these emotions, you resist them, you actually perpetuate their existence. They stream energy from you. In this way, when you're dealing with emotions, you're like that emptiness. You're like that empty screen, which allows anything to be projected on it. And because you are that emptiness, nothing can cling onto you. Nothing can hook into you and drain you of your constant energy. Instead, it just comes and goes, and you remain in your peace, in your balance. This practice will not just help you let go of negative emotions, it will quite literally open up a whole world of understanding life and yourself and emotions and creation at a whole nother level. Hence why I focus so much on this in my program. So if you want to go deeper on this and you want my guidance doing this, then apply for my coaching program below. Because this is a prerequisite to creation, to manifestation. If you're carrying all this, you're always just going to stay stuck in those loops. So make sure to deal with your emotions in this way, whatever is arising. And you could even trigger past emotions by thinking of something that you want to let go of, and just let go of the story and focus only on the emotion and carry that out as well. Okay? So going on about 15 or so minutes already. But I hope you found this video very, very helpful. Okay, I wanted to make a small guide on what the letting go principle, the practice actually is, and how it will help you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, right, for more videos like this. Let me know in the comment section below if you want me to make more letting go videos. Okay, but other than that, of course, if you do want to go deeper in this, apply for my coaching program. And that's all I have for today. I will see you in the next video.